We have here the brand new Superior X Road in a size 56, weighing at 9.21 kilos, and in pounds, 20 pounds, 5 ounces. But stay tuned because there's a trick to this bicycle that you guys will want to see, and this bicycle price on this thing is mind-blowing. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hey everybody, GC Performance here from the future. After I did that video, Bikes Online recently told me that the price on that bicycle for a limited time only is not going to be $2,300. It gets even better. It's going to be $1,999 at the beginning start of this. I don't know how long it's going to be for. It's probably going to be for a little bit. They give options to go ahead and pre-order the bicycle. So it's a $2,000 bicycle with 105 Di2 DT Swiss wheels and a carbon fiber frame with an integrated cockpit on there. Crazy. I don't even know, again, like I said, a 105 Di2 group set right now by Shimano retails for $2,000 in bike stores. So check it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. See you guys soon. Hey, how's it going everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys a bicycle I've been waiting to make a video on for so long. This bicycle right here, I think will go ahead and give hope to the cycling industry, and I think will outbeat the prices of other bicycle companies like Canyon and Factor and all these other ones right here. This bicycle, the reason why I get so excited for is because if I was a consumer, this is such a competitive price point, being that the components on this bicycle, a 105 Di2 12-speed group set on here, that is literally a mainstream component. You also get on here DT Swiss wheels with bladed spokes and a C1800 wheel set, alloy rim, very nice aluminum rims with a DT Swiss 370 ratchet hub in the back as well. You get 700 by 30C Schwalbe tires, and you get a very nice competitive carbon fiber frame that has incredible features on it in terms of compliancy and also tire width on here. This bicycle that you see in front of me can be a road bike or a gravel bike because it can take up to a 700 by 40C tire if you choose to. But as it's spec'd right now, as it comes stock out of the box, the bicycle is a very comfortable ride, and it feels aggressive if you like that as well. This bicycle right here in front of me is called the Superior X Road Team Elite Di2. And this bicycle right here, I know you guys are not going to believe this right now, is $2,300 as configured, with the 12-speed electronic group set on there, with the DT Swiss wheels, with the Selle Italia seat on there, and it's a full carbon fiber bicycle with integrated cables on there that looks phenomenal. I got to ride it around for a little bit. I really do think it's comfortable. I'm going to be able to put some miles on it. They're going to go ahead and let me use this bicycle to do some test rides, to ride it for long periods of time. But the build quality on this thing is phenomenal. The down tubes look really good. The logo right here is SUP, which I think is a good looking logo. It doesn't look bulky, it doesn't look weird. It has a nice down tube too. I do like the shaping of this thing. Very nice. The seat post right here, we'll get into everything right now. The seat post right here has this little wedge. The seat stays right here are kind of like pencil thin, but that adds to the compliancy. You have like nice looking logos on the Superior right there. So that's what that SUP stands for, is that Superior. But the front stays, the head tube, the cable routing was really nice. The only downside to this bicycle that I didn't like at first when seeing it was the handlebars. They look a little bit weird. The drops felt a little bit weird when I was riding them. It's like a weird angle, and same with the hoods. If you look at them, it kind of comes like boom. But that's, again, for $2,300, I can go ahead and buy a carbon fiber bar for $200 and swap this out and be thrilled. And again, even riding it, the reach on the hoods I was really happy with. But crazy. So let me get into this brand, Superior, because I'm sure you guys are going to want to know. Superior is going to be sold on Bikes Online USA. They also sell Polygon over there. Superior is a UCI approved frame by Carbon Fiber, so you guys can use this in any kind of UCI event as well. And it comes with a 5-year warranty on there as well for any kind of defects or manufacturers to the frame going forward. It comes with a full Shimano 105 Di2 group set for this price point, and they will have a tier list of groups as well going forward. I don't know exactly what the prices are, but I know they'll have Ultegra, Durace, maybe some SRAM on there as well. But that is still news to me. I got my hands on this bicycle. They sent this thing out to me for review. So I was like, $2,300. You don't see this anywhere else. You don't see carbon fiber bikes for $2,300 anymore. You don't see electronic group sets on bicycles that are $2,300 anymore. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do a video on this thing. I think if you're a consumer in the market, this is a bicycle that you probably want to know about because of the fact of the value you get with everything on there. But yeah, it looks phenomenal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all the features on this bike, kind of show you everything. Those are my pedals I put on there. The weight, as you guys saw at the beginning, 20 pounds. Yeah, it's a little bit heavy, but it's very capable. It's a very, very capable bike. You got 30C tires on there. You got kind of got heavier alloy wheels. It can take up to a 40C tire if you want, so it's going to be built stable for that. But again, I mean, I think everyone's, you know, it's going to sacrifice some of that weight for that price point. Really, that's a crazy, stupid price point. I'll be honest with you. In retail, you walk into a retail store in the United States anywhere and you ask for a complete 105 Di2 group set right now, it's $2,000 retail. Now, you can get a deal maybe from a store that maybe has it in stock, but I get questions, emails, prices on the daily sent to me saying, hey, can you match this 105 Di2 group set from Japan, from Europe, from wherever? And it's like $800. I'm like, no, I cannot match that. That's impossible to match. It looks to seem like this company worked out some kind of deal with the 105 manufacturer, Shimano, worked together some deal with the frames, worked together a deal with DT Swiss wheels as well, and got this to be able to be sold to consumers. So it is a really good looking bike. I'm thrilled. It's like a cool gray with like a rocket red on there, but man, it's a badass bike for the money. Like, I would be thrilled to get this kind of component package on this bike. So let's start off with the handlebars on here. So starting off with the handlebars, you have on here a 31.8 road bike style handlebar. It kind of has like a little gravel flare here, but it is a shallow drop, and you guys can kind of see that right here. Again, not a fan for me. I wish this was a little bit more curvature, and I wish it was a little bit more deeper. Whenever I put my hands in the drops, my wrists hit right here. But again, like I said, this is all small things in terms of the overall picture of the bicycle. In terms of the hoods, when I get on the bicycle, right when you get out the bike on the saddle, it feels pretty good and comfortable. I'm going to tilt these in a little bit more when I start to ride this bicycle and get a little bit more miles on here. But the bar itself even has like this kind of curvature. It goes in and out. The bar tape feels good. It feels nice and tacky, nice and squishy. Again, nothing to drive home about. These are small things. When people look at a bicycle as a whole, you have to remember everything you're getting, and this is something you can kind of go ahead and control and change out if you like. The stem is their own stem. This is a one race INT 31.8 stem that kind of looks like a nice little sprinter stem on here. The cables are ran underneath the handlebar. They run underneath the stem, go down into the spacers, down into the head tube, and you can break away those spacers as well if you want to go ahead and lower the stem to go ahead and make it a little bit more aggressive. But again, a very, very nice option. You can change that stem out. Let's say you want to go to a different stem because of the fact that you don't like that stem. You can change it out because of the fact that it's not proprietary on that, which is nice. For the shifters on here, you get the 105 Di2 shifters. I have these group sets on my titanium bike, which I absolutely love, my Blackheart. This is the 105, 12 speed in the rear, 2 in the front. The only thing you're missing for the Shimano 105 is the buttons right here on the top of the hoods, which is something very, very small. You got your very well-known Shimano mineral brake with the Di2 calipers or the 105 calipers in there, which is always nice. Going down to the head tube, we have this kind of Superior logo. I guess it's a brand logo right there. Nice little kind of chrome polish finish on there. Going down to the fork, you can see here, this is a 700 by 30C tire. It can take up to a 40C tire, it says on here. So keep that in mind. You have a DT Swiss C1800 wheel set with bladed spokes and a very nice looking DT Swiss 370 hub, which looks to be their ratchet hub in the back, but very nice machine work on that hub right there. And again, you usually see companies skimp on the wheel sets. Maybe you'll get a DT Swiss R470. No, this is a very, really, really nice aluminum wheel set for the money. Which you don't have to upgrade. You have the bladed spokes, you have a little bit more depth, and a nice hub in there. Great wheels. They're tubeless ready. All you have to do is get a nice tire and fluid on there as well. For the tires, you have on there the Schwab Pro 1s in a 700 by 30C configurations. I believe these things are tubeless ready because I don't see the TLR only. Let's see. TLE. TLE is maybe tubeless. I'll double check with it. But worst case, you would have to go ahead and get a different tire on there to keep in mind. One thing I did like on this bicycle as well that I noticed, it comes with 140 rotors front and back. It seems like this thing is ready for Florida. Again, maybe that's the reason why they're getting these deals, is because they're picking and choosing the parts they had an abundance of. Maybe Shimano 105 had a bunch of 140 rotors on there. But yeah, you have your little through axle right here that you're going to go ahead and release for the front wheel. And then you have your 105 Di2 disc brake caliper right there as well. Going down the frame, you can kind of see here, it has this nice wide aerodynamic down tube with a wide beefy bottom bracket on here. This bicycle is a press fit bottom bracket. It's a BB86 Shimano. I've kind of just started recommending people right off the bat, no matter what it is, this brand, Polygon, Scott, BMC, anything with a press fit bottom bracket nowadays, I recommend just upgrading it to a wheels manufacturer, to a Nova to Ride, to a Hambini, to a BB Infinite, something that's a one-piece solid material or alloy that fits inside that frame. It just adds structure to that frame. No matter if the hole's cut out perfectly, it adds structure to the frame. It adds a nice solid pass-through for that spindle on that crank on there. And it makes a world of difference in terms of resistance while pedaling. So it just reassurance to you that you know that you're gonna go ahead, whenever you're putting out power, everything's going towards the crank and you're not getting any kind of inferior drag on there, I would say. So, but yeah, you have the BB86 press fit on there, which is nice. You have your water bottle cage here, water bottle cage here, water bottle cage here, water bottle cage here. Going back over here, we have our spaces right here. We have our kind of tag on here, X-Road Team Elite Di2. Intend to use category 2, riding on and off-road with drops up to 15 centimeters. We have our seat binder wedge right here that says up to 6 Newton meters. It's kind of this nice little rocket red or orange peel right there. We have our UCI sticker, the USI sticker. Dan, look at that USI sticker right there. Going to the crank, we have a Shimano 105 crank with a 172.5 crank arm. And this thing is a 5034 chainring on here. Again, it's more of a compact. I like to see a little bit bigger chainring, but again, this is aimed towards the whole demographic. You have a Shimano 105 chain with a Shimano 105 front derailleur. Going to the back, we have a Shimano 105 cassette in an 1134 configuration, so definitely a climbing configuration here, and a 105 rear derailleur. But they do have a nice direct mount hanger on the back, which is always nice to see. It makes it a little bit easier to get that rear wheel out if you ever have to do maintenance. And even have this nice kind of binding like this for the cable and housing on here, which looks really, really cool. Just another little touch of finish to go ahead and protect that wire, which is really neat on there. The rear wheel is the exact same as the front. You have the DT Swiss C1800 with bladed spokes and a DT Swiss 370 ratchet hub inside there, which is always good. And then again, you have this nice kind of cutaway for the rear. You have these Superior logo here, Superior logo there. Nice flat in the back to go ahead and add clearance for the tire. Then you have this nice little hump right here. You guys might say, well, wow, that's a 30C tire and there's that much distance away from there. Keep in mind, you put a 40C tire in here because you want to go gravel. 35, 32s. We just watched the Paris-Roubaix. You know, we want to be like Matthew Van Der Poel. We want to run away on a 60-kilometer pullway by yourself. Put some 32s on there. You know what I mean? Who knows? Going over to this side, we have the 140 millimeter rear rotor. And also they got on the back here a little tool to go ahead and help remove your through axles, which is always nice. This tool can come out. It can go to the front if you like. And then that tool is able to go ahead and remove your through axles if needed. So again, it's a 140 rotor right there as well. If you need a little bit more stopping power, you will need to get these Shimano brake surfaces or Shimano add-ons for the calipers to go ahead and add the 160 on there. Going to the seat post on here, it's their own proprietary carbon fiber seat post with a nice little setback on there to add some compliancy. But this bicycle is all about compliancy because it is really, really comfortable. And then for the seat right here, it's a Sella Royale saddle, Comfort Groove SRX. This is my first time actually seeing kind of like a road bike Sella Italia. We sell Sella Italia like hybrid saddles in our store, but I've never seen like kind of like a high-end one. So very, very comfortable. Nice kind of dense foam on here, but it has some give to it. I really do like that a lot. And yeah, but this bicycle, I was blown away when they told me the overall price of this package. And they're like, do you want to do a video? I'm like, I think my audience will absolutely love this bicycle. I don't see how they could not in terms of today's price points, today's bicycles. Usually you're sacrificing something when you pay this kind of little money on here. And here, this seems to be the whole package. The frame looks good. The carbon looks nice. You get a 5-year warranty. You're buying from Bikes Online, which is a company that's been around for a long time, selling bikes like Polygon, stuff like that. You're getting name brand stuff like Shimano 105 Di2, DT Swiss wheels, Sella Royale saddle as well. I mean, a lot of bicycle. If you're unsure of whether or not you want endurance, gravel, or road biking, you can do it all with this. The 30C tires make it feel like you're riding on a Cadillac, but still has that kind of, when you stand up on the bicycle, it still feels like it kind of wants to go as well. So very, very cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. This is the Superior X-Road Team Elite Di2. I will have a link to this bicycle down below. You guys can go ahead and check it out if you like. And I will continue to do my riding tests on this bicycle to see how it performs and how it goes. I will probably do some upgrades to it later on down the road, depending on how long to get to it. I'll probably upgrade the bottom bracket. I'll probably put some TPU tubes in there and change out the tires. Maybe play around the handlebar as well. We'll see. But anyways, guys, Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, here comes the free up buy sound test on this DT Swiss wheel and on this Superior bike as well. Here we go. A little bit quiet, but we can go ahead and take off that grease and make that thing a little bit louder if we want to. Remove some grease, make it more louder. 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 Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the video. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.